friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, welcome. My name is Emily and this is my channel, The Candle Nurse. Alright, so we have a really great video for you here today. We have our November pre-order, which will be our winter New Year type pre-order. That is going to be launching this Thursday, November 7th at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 5 Mountain Time. I just wanted to get on here and stick with tradition and do a Let's Talk About the Scents series. So instead of doing like a series of videos to go over the fragrances, I'm doing one video. Our offering is a lot smaller this time. And so we are just going to do it all in one video, give you all the information so that if you need to come back and reference this video, you have the one video to come back to. So we have some information about and updates about our business that I want to go over. Before we jump into the fragrances, I am excited to offer blends that I created. There's a few like Christmas winter blends that I created initially on my signature launch back in July that will be included in this one. We have some new ones that I tested for sale and got really good feedback last pre-order that will be included, and then there's a lot of new ones that I just made. I'm excited to go over that. We're going to go over sizes, wax type, blends, times, prices, that type of thing in this video. So the first thing I want to start off with is this cool t-shirt that I have on. This is one of our new CandleNurse T-shirts. We have a lot of different styles on our website at mycandlenurse.com. Go check it out, that have graphics, like really fun, colorful graphics. And then this is more of a sophisticated, simple t-shirt that we have offered because we've been requested by several customers that they would really like to buy a shirt, but maybe if it wasn't graphic or something like that. So what we did is we created this shirt, and in the front you have the little stethoscope with the CandleNurse logo and the Elevate Your Space, Nourish Your Soul. And then really cool, my husband Billy designed the back. And I feel like this is a shirt that anybody could wear. If you guys, hopefully you guys can see that logo. This is a shirt that anyone can wear. And I got a lot of good compliments on it by wearing it so far. So this is also available on our website. So go check it out, go pick up a t-shirt. Disclaimer about t-shirts, they're made to order. So it takes the turnaround times about 7 to 10 days for us to get the shirt in, and then we ship it to you. So if you put in an order for just t-shirts, I just want you to understand that it takes that turnaround time. And then also we get, if you order wax with a shirt, we do pull your order. We usually email you and let you know, hey, just so you know, we've pulled your order, we're waiting for your shirt, and then we'll ship. So the turnaround time is normally for us 3 to 5 business days for ready to ship material, but when you add a shirt in, it's around 7 to 10 for us to get the shirt. So your box will be ready to ship as soon as the shirt comes in, we'll ship it out. So it's a little bit longer of a turnaround time, but it's really fun to get some of these t-shirts. And this is a really nice, all of our shirts have really high quality, and this one especially is very high quality. So really excited to have this, and thanks. So let's talk about the pre-order. I've got some notes here that I want to touch base. So our pre-order is this Thursday, November 7th from 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, to Sunday, November 10th, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. We've shortened our window for pre-order because we did launch our first pre-order originally with 7 days. And 7 days seemed to be a little too long. We wanted to give some time for people to really be able to feel comfortable purchasing, taking their time, making good decisions that they want to make and not feel like rushed. I think the extra 3 days wasn't really necessary. So we had a wonderful and very blessed pre-order, first pre-order launch and first pre-order. We're so grateful. So we look forward to sharing this home fragrance with you. So we've shortened it up to 4 days, and that is also going to have a 6-week turnaround time. So the 6 weeks starts, the production time starts the day after the pre-order closes. So Monday, November 11th is a holiday. So Tuesday, November 12th really is the beginning of our turnaround time. Just to give you guys a heads up, because weekends and holidays don't count, we don't start the 6-week production, and it wouldn't start on a holiday. So November 11th is Veterans Day. We are a veteran-owned company. We recognize that holiday within our family. November 12th will be the beginning of the TAT, just so you guys are aware, okay? Then it's a 6-week turnaround time, which we did beat in our first pre-order, and we shipped out a week early. We got all the orders shipped out in the 5 business days. So that was really, really cool. We always hope to beat our TAT, but that's there for just in case. We are ahead a little bit more on this time with some of the oils that we might need that take a little bit longer coming in. We've already ordered those and they're coming in so that we can get started right on time. And then as soon as, you know, we give ourselves that time, and anything can happen. But if we beat that tat, we will let you guys know and we will ship out, okay? But for now, we give ourselves that 6 weeks, and then we have the 10 business days, not including weekends or holidays, for shipping. This time around, we're going to continue to offer all of our sizes in our original soy wax blend formula in our Serenity Blue colored wax. That is the formula that you guys are used to from the launch and from the pre-order. It is the harder formula. The soy wax blend is a blend of soy wax, paraffin wax, and vegetable waxes. It's got the majority soy wax in it, but there is paraffin, which makes it harder to hold shape, but also allows higher fragrance input and longevity when you are melting. So we have that blend that we're going to be using. We have been testing a softer formula that we will be offering starting in January 2025. We've been testing with our formula. I think we found a pretty good one that will make it a lot easier to chop the stuff like the loaves, the souffles. But for now, it's going to be in the original formula that we have. I'll go through and show you the shapes. Again, we kind of give instructions on our website. It needs to be warmed in the microwave outside of the metal tin, and then you should be able to chop it and enjoy it. And we're hoping with the new formula that we can offer in those so that you don't really have to microwave in order to chop and enjoy. Without further ado, let's jump into it. So we're finishing out 2024 with this winter pre-order. Just basically by the time we do our tat, get it out to you, 2024 will be over. So just looking into the future, we have so many exciting things starting early 2025. We're gonna have our hotel series, RTS, that we're gonna do early January. I've already got like a lot of spring scents that I'm trying to create. I'm constantly a season ahead, trying to always think ahead, and I'm always creating. It could be something that's seasonal. It could be something that's my signature blend, which I feel like could be used all year round. We're just constantly in the creative mode. And my goal is going to be to offer a lot more upfront in smaller sizes that you guys can buy right away. So we constantly want to stock our favorites on our website, and that's going to be coming 2025. We're going to do a hotel series in early 2025. We're also going to be restocking more frequently in smaller sizes for you guys, loading like new blends that I'm just testing out for you guys to try. Also, again, I'll talk about the soft formula we'll offer in 2025, but more information will come later on when we decide to do that and when our pre-orders are going to be open and what the website is going to be stocked with. All right, so the sizes being offered. I want to go over all the sizes, including sample. So this is this isn't a fragrance that I'm offering this time, but this is the size of sample that we use. So we generally try to send anywhere from like a 1/2 ounce to 1 ounce in a sample for you to try. I wanted to talk about when we send you 1 piece versus 3 little pieces. Generally, when I send you a sample, you should be using the sample in 1 warmer. That's about the size you would use when you're warming. Now, I have had people separate these little pieces and put them in separate hot warmers and get great performance out of it. So it's just my suggestion when I send a sample. It's up to your discretion to divvy it up in different warmers. However, you may not get the performance that we look forward to in what we say is optimal for the CandleNurse in the soy wax blend. So this is 1 serving essentially that we send you to try, okay? It comes in anywhere from a 1/2 ounce to 1 ounce to use, and it comes with the label and the description and pour date. We try to be consistent. So I just wanted to go over, this is something I always add to orders is samples. It could be new, it could be older. We just always make a lot. And so I like to share and have you guys try new things out. So that's what our sample size looks like. Next up, we will be offering, and that's just included. There's no cost in a sample. We just put those in your orders. And next up, we're going to be offering not this blend, but this size. This is a Serenity clamshell. These are over 2.5 ounces of wax in our Serenity blue color. We love this color. This is our signature color. I use this color in all my wax. So this clamshell is $4.75. So we'll be offering it in the pre-order. You can pick up clamshells. Okay, next up we have the iconic 6-shape Serenity shape bags that you guys are used to from us. We're not offering this fragrance this time. Again, these are just examples of sizes so you guys can see. And these are normally $7.20. So we'll be offering this. And then one I don't have to show is the 18 count shape bags. Those are specialty made for pre-orders only. And those are 18 shapes and they are 12-ounce bags, and those run for $21.60. And then we have a souffle type that is approximately 4 ounces, if not more. This is the souffle that we use, and that's going to be $7.20. And then we have our square, approximately 8 ounce, if not more, souffle tins. We're not offering drawing of the 3, but just I want to give you an example again of the sizes that we're offering. And then we will offer, and that's for $14.40. And then we'll offer our loaf size, which is approximately 12 ounces, if not more, and we are offering it for $21.60. So those are the sizes that we'll be offering for the pre-order. Okay, so we're gonna just jump in now and do the scents. So I'm gonna be ruffling some papers because I have my notes here. I'm just gonna grab and go. Some of these are in clams that are not labeled because they're testers. They were the newer ones. The older ones that I've already launched with and I know are successful that I've added onto this pre-order will be in samples. So we're gonna start off with this first one. I'm gonna be offering Long Winter's Night. This is a blend that was sold out in my launch in July. This is a really wonderful winter blend that I created in July that I thought would be perfect for this pre-order. It's a winter scent. Some people might smell and think Christmas, but to me, when I smell this, this is a winter scent. So it's pine, fir, lemon, marine, mint, eucalyptus, musk, sandalwood, patchouli, cedarwood, vanilla, palo santo, and fire roasted marshmallows. I know that's a lot of scent notes and some people are like, oh, come on. But this one's a very distinct one. It's one of the harder blends that I created originally that uses several different, I'm talking about 6 different oils to create this fragrance. And so to me, it's a staple winter scent. If you've smelled the Perfect Winter from 2023 from Bath & Body Works, it gives me those vibes. There's a lot, it's complex. There's a lot going on with it. What's really beautiful is that eucalyptus can really take over a blend. And so you can get the eucalyptus in here, but it's toned down a lot. But you do get like a freshness. It's almost like an icy coldness. There's no like peppermint, right? So the eucalyptus and the mint that's in there, it's more of a garden mint that kind of tones it. And you get a little bit of brightness, but you don't smell citrus or lemon right out the gate. You do get the aquatic, the fresh. And I think the vanilla and the fire roasted marshmallows give it this really wonderful, well-rounded, creamy, roasty, toasty, ooey gooey marshmallow, so that this doesn't become too botanical or too fresh. It's like nothing's too much in this fragrance. It's one of my all-time favorites. It's one of the first blends that I ever created. It's one of the harder blends I've ever created. I'm really proud of it. And to me, it's like winter in a fragrance. So Long Winter's Night. Next up is a new one I just created, which is Lunar Lace. This is one that I put out to test in like the 6 shape bags, and it's sold out. I offered in a little bit of clams too. It's gotten really good reviews. This is a very beautiful, more feminine type fragrance. It's a little bit different than what I offer. So it's jasmine, freesia, sweet pea, golden amber, sandalwood, rich vanilla, and musk. This is a very beautiful, sensual, lighter fragrance. This is not smack you in the face, super floral heavy or anything like that. I have been trying to work with florals. Florals are the scent profile that I struggle with the most, that I have the hardest time working with. And I know that over time, I will become adapted to working with florals so that it doesn't bother me so much. But it's really hard to work with florals. And so I feel like jasmine, freesia, those are more sweet florals that are not as overpowering, like lily of the valley. So I really like working with jasmine. I really like working with the freesia. So yeah, this is a really wonderful, beautiful, almost body care fragrance. To me, where I was going with this is in Scentsy, if you have like happy-go-lucky or surfer chick, it kind of reminds me of that realm. These are not dupes. It's not a dupe at all. But you do get like, there's like a sensualness with this fragrance with the amber and the musk and the vanilla. And then you have the sweet pea and that little bit of floral, the white florals that are kind of sweet florals as well, that just make this a really beautiful, almost like body care like fragrance. And again, it's more toned down. It's there and it's performing beautifully, but it's not one of those that it's just like you walk in the house and it hits you right here in the forehead and gives you a headache. More subdued. I really wanted to try to make more body care like, sophisticated like fragrances. And I think this appeals to an audience where it's not just like your Baccarat Rouge or anything like that. I was trying to challenge myself. So I think I'm getting great feedback. So we will be offering Lunar Lace. Next up is a really fun blend that we came up with. It's Bridal Shower. This is my husband and I came up with this. So this is literally a 50-50 mix of Maya Mac Dressed in Black and Can't Go Home. Those are two house blends that I created in my launch. And I did write down, I think. So Maya Mac Dressed in Black is tobacco leaves, vanilla, tonka bean, pink sugar, and sugar cookie royale. And then that's mixed with Can't Go Home, which is a house blend. And that's stone fruit, jasmine, tuberose, lily of the valley, amber, white musk, and cristal saffron. So you take that more perfumed Baccarat Rouge type that's mixed with some other like lily of the valley and tuberose, and you take that and you mix it with the Maya Mac, which has like that deep dark tobacco, the pink sugar, and the sugar cookie royale, and it came up with something very beautiful. And so Bridal Shower, I named it that because I thought this would be really great at one of those gatherings that I think everyone would like, that's not overpowering. I want to really work with Maya Mac. I know that I received feedback about Maya Mac and I've tweaked it a little bit to hopefully perform better, but that it's kind of a light performer and isn't lasting that long. And we take that feedback and, you know, I think it's really valuable. And I think using Maya Mac as a blender with some of these really beautiful, elegant, luxurious fragrances, giving a depth to, and I use that a lot, but it's giving it some type of dynamic, a little bit more darkness or depth to a fragrance, and it came out beautiful. So let's give it a smell. Yeah. So there's something really beautiful about the tobacco. You get the tobacco. It's like I'm getting that, like the Can't Go Home. I can distinctly smell Can't Go Home, but then you're getting pink sugar and tobacco and sugar cookie royale. But it's blended with the Can't Go Home. And it's blended really beautiful. So in my mind, I can kind of pick them both up, but I think they play really well together. They're two lighter, more elevated, elegant fragrances, but are on two different ends of a spectrum. And they come together and they made this really beautiful baby. And it's highly fragrant. I poured this on September 20th and it smells highly fragrant. My goal is hopefully for it to perform better. And so I wanted to put this out for everyone to try. Putting all of those scent notes on this little guy is never gonna work. So I did in this one, we'll list, you guys can always go back to the launches and see the scents that I've put out and you'll see the breakdown of Maya Mac and Can't Go Home. If you're in my Facebook group, you'll see that in the long post that I put for this pre-order that I did break it down for the scent notes. So hopefully you guys will get that. It's just too much to put on a label. I'm known for long scent notes, but not for this one. So this one's a really beautiful one that sold out in the 6 shape bags that we offered it in. And so I wanted to bring something that did well that people didn't know I was going to offer and let them get it in bigger sizes if they want. Next up is a sample. This is a fragrance we're going to offer, My Old Fashioned Love. This is one that I offered for the pre-order. This is one that I offered for the launch of our business. And this is vibrant bergamot, fresh basil leaf, oak moss, white patchouli, tobacco leaves, vanilla, fire roasted marshmallow. This is just a really like sensual, sexy man. There's just something about the barbershop. There's just something about the bergamot, the basil leaf, the white patchouli. You get a little bit of tobacco. But then you're getting that like really cozy vanilla and cozy fire roasted marshmallow in here that's sticking out. Which, you know, it's got a masculine feel to it, but this could be a really nice home fragrance. And again, this is one that we've sold out of. So I wanted to give it a chance. It's kind of warm. There's something about with the tobacco, the patchouli, and the fire roasted marshmallows that gave me like more of a holiday winter vibe. And so I think this is a great one to offer for this winter pre-order. Next up, we did offer this twice already. We're gonna do it again. This is My Perfect Christmas. If there wasn't a time to sell this one, I think a winter pre-order is it. This is my quintessential Christmas fragrance. This is, when I smell this, this is how I picture leading up to Christmas Eve, putting all the presents out, spending time with the family. We have a fire going, we've got cookies going. We're just enjoying family time and have the lights on the tree and you can smell the tree. So this is fresh fir needles, dry woody background of cedar, sandalwood, vanilla bean Noel type, and vanilla balm. And when I smell this, this is just like a really wonderful blend that just screams Christmas. You get this the fir, but then you get the vanilla bean Noel and the vanilla balm blend together for like a gourmand yummy goodness. But I did the vanilla bean Noel because vanilla bean Noel has like, it has a body care component, but it's very gourmand leaning body care, and there's like some caramel in there. So I felt like it would just add like a nice complexity to just a normal everyday like tree scent. My Perfect Christmas is going to be offered. Next up we have Elderberry Bourbon. Now this is another one that sold out that I just offered. This is red currant, persimmon, saffron, blackberry, cedar, violet leaf, aged oak, and bourbon. Look, I'm all about bourbons. I'm about wines. I'm about cellars. I think I'll always try to work with some type of booze to bring out sophistication and elevated fragrance. This is strong. This one was poured $9.20, but I'll tell you what, by October 1st, these things were banging. A complete banger. This is such a beautiful, sophisticated, deeper, definitely I think appropriate for the fall and winter type of fragrance. You've got the red currant, which is great in the holiday season. Saffron, I love. Blackberries, again, one of those deeper, darker fruits. Violet, you've got the bourbon, you've got the cedar. So it's just like kind of it's got like a wonderful spice to it, but it's not like cinnamon and it's not like clove. You know, it's a nice change from it to give you more of a bourbon, currant spice that's good for home fragrance and is definitely gender neutral type of fragrance. Yeah, this is one of my favorites. Elderberry Bourbon, get your hands on that. And then another one kind of similar in the same family but not the same scent. This is Pomegranate Noir. This is pomegranate, rhubarb, raspberry, plum, watermelon, clove, pink pepper, woods, balsam, cedarwood, patchouli, amber, and musk. This has a lot going on in it. So in the Elderberry Bourbon, you really get the red currant in there and the bourbon. This is like deep, dark fruit, woods. It says watermelon, but you get more of a rindy note. You have a little bit of spice with the clove, but it's not too much. The rhubarb is not too bright, but it does, this fragrance, when you smell this, lifts a little bit compared to the Elderberry Bourbon. But the Elderberry Bourbon's getting that spice from the bourbon, right? Yeah, this one is really gorgeous. So to me, you get more of a zing. The clove comes forward. You're getting the pink pepper. You get a woodsy, the patchouli, the amber, the musk, the cedarwood, the balsam. Those are all really deep base notes. But you get that pomegranate, you get the plum, the rhubarb, the raspberry, the watermelon. That kind of lifts it just a little bit and adds a really pleasant, kind of spicy, but like dark stone fruit type fragrance, if that makes any sense. So you got the stone fruits, you've got blackberry, you've got plum, you've got the pink pepper, but then you get that base. The base is what's different from Elderberry Bourbon. Elderberry Bourbon, you've got the bourbon, you've got the persimmon, you've got the red currant. I mean, they're all kind of staying in the same realm, in the same genre. This one, you've got the base and then you have those fruits that just really bring it together. And it's not too heavy on the like the musk, the patchouli. It's just blended really beautifully. So Pomegranate Noir is a fan favorite. Another one that sold out that we're bringing back is Smokey Vanilla Whiskey. This one is such a great one. This is Dark Oak Bourbon Reserve Smoked Vanilla. Simple sophistication. That's what I call this one. It smells great. It's a little bit lighter, but this is a vanilla, so it's gonna need some time to cure. But I will say, this is one of those fragrances. It's going to have longevity. So it's gonna give you a nice medium 5.5, nice medium background scent. You're gonna get people coming in that this is a really good one to melt when you've got a lot of people coming over, because it's giving you not a marshmallow fireside, because you get the bourbon, you get the oak, and you get that smoky vanilla ember type fragrance. And this is just a really gorgeous fragrance that I would wear as a perfume. But it's almost like you're roasting some marshmallows over a fire. I don't know, but a little bit more sophisticated, and you're drinking a bourbon on the rocks. You know what I mean? Yeah, this is good, and it's curing beautifully. So again, it's going to give you, it's not going to be smack you in the face, but it is a vanilla. It takes a little bit more for it to come alive. You know, use a hotter, warmer when you're using this wax. I promise you, you'll get consistent. Okay, moving on to the samples I have in clams. This one's fun. This one's fun. This is a great take on tree. This one is going to be Mon Beau Sapin, which is Oh Christmas Tree in French. I wanted to do like a really luxurious type of tree note that you don't necessarily need to have for Christmas. Like, we've got My Perfect Christmas that is got that fir right up front. We have Long Winter's Night that has a little bit of pine, a little bit of fir, but there's a lot more complexity going into Long Winter's Night. I wanted like foresty tree with some luxury, fancy type fragrance to go along with it. So this is balsam, resins, fresh air, snow, amber, and precious woods. Gorgeous, gorgeous. So there's a surprise, luxurious perfume dupe that I've added to this fragrance that I'm not going to disclose, but if you smell it, I want you to try to guess what it is. This is one of my very favorite holiday blends. It's one that even in the spring, or even sometimes in the summer, end of summer in Arizona, we go camping and we'll go north because it's cooler. And this is just giving me like a really sophisticated camping resort where you do get like the tree, but there's just some sophisticated resort type ambiance and fragrance that's going on there. It's very fancy. That's why I gave it a name in French, because I just think it deserves it. And I thought it was kind of a cute play on words because it is the winter season coming up when you guys get this. So it's gonna, you know, Mon Beau Sapin. I don't have a French accent, but it's Oh Christmas Tree, and I just thought it was so cute. So get your hands on that one. All right, next up is Vanilla Woods. This is one that I offered in clams in my pre-order RTS that I poured. Thought I wanted to send it out and get some feedback on it, and it sold out. We've got some good feedback. So this is plum, creme de cassis, amber, saffron, guaiac wood, vanilla bean, jasmine blooms, and creamy woods. I have been on like a hunt to recreate Seven Virtues Vanilla Woods, and I think this is as close as I can get to it. This is so gorgeous. The plum in here just does something to it. The vanilla is, so you get like a really vanilla absolute type fragrance, which is the amber, the saffron, the vanilla bean, and the woods, mixed with the plum and the cassis. Oh, it's so good. So this is a really sophisticated, if you've ever smelled Seven Virtues Vanilla Woods, Bath & Body Works Vanilla Romance type, you should try this out. I think this is as close of a dupe as I could get. I'm really proud of it. So one thing I want to put out about my fragrances is you're not going to get a bunch of cookies with me, because people do that. People already have that down. I am trying to work with gourmands, and I think it's going okay, but where I really feel like I shine is like in a perfumery type setting where I'm trying to dupe some of these high-end perfumes or give you a take on a high-end perfume where it reminds you of something but is affordable for you to have in home fragrance. I think down the road I'm going to be offering this in a perfume type fragrance. We're going to expand a little bit down the line with body care and perfume, and then eventually expand to candles as an offering because candles are where my heart is, but wax is the foundation. And I think it's really cool to try to recreate some of these higher end luxury fragrances in the home setting. For me to have conquered vanilla woods, I think is a big deal for me. So that's wonderful. Next up, I have Breath of Life, which is another clam that I offered and sold out of. Oh no, I think I still have a couple Breath of Life. Actually, I think I have 2 vanilla woods. I sold out of my Virtues. I have 2 vanilla woods left and I've got like 4 Breath of Life. So Breath of Life is mountain air, melon, citrus, cedar, sandalwood, and Palo Santo. So this is a really beautiful, fresh fragrance. And you don't get the melon per se, like this is more of a fresh mountain air type fragrance. The Palo Santo's giving you like the outdoorsy, creamy woodsiness component without it being perfume heavy. It's very pleasing to mix the Palo with the cedar and the sandalwood. But the mountain air, the melon, and the citrus, you're not getting like sweet fruit floor. This isn't something that you're gonna wanna eat, but it just makes it very pleasing, very bright, very mountain air. Like that's all I can think. It's like when the snow begins to melt and the lush greenery starts to come out again. And there's almost like a sweetness going on. The sun is just beaming down on that mountainside. But it's still cool enough that you're getting kind of cold mountain air, like you're driving in a canyon, right? You've got that cold mountain air and some of those woodsy scents that are coming out for the spring. I know this isn't a spring, pre-order, but this to me was one that I just didn't want to wait. I just wanted to offer it because it's really, really gorgeous, authentic, outdoorsy type fragrance that I think you should get your hands on. Next up is Ski Lodge. This is crackling fire, pine, cedar, smoky leather, frankincense mellowed with vanilla. This reminds me, if any of you guys watched my empties, and I did a hobnail review of Homeworks Marshmallow Woods, that's what this smells like. It's not marshmallow fireside. It's not fire roasted marshmallows. This is that really, and the crackling fire is not coming out like crackling birch. You literally have like a crackling fire, the pine, the cedar, the smoky leather, the frankincense blend really beautiful together. And that vanilla is what's bringing it together. Like it's like a vanilla marshmallow type fragrance. You just have a slight sweetness that's toning the woodiness and the frankincense and the leather. It's not offensive. It's not headache inducing. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this is really, really beautiful. So I was very profoundly moved by the Marshmallow Woods by Homeworks by Slatkin & Co. I love that fragrance. It just spoke to me. I have one more. It's a 3-wick. And I was thinking it would be like Harry Slatkin's take on Marshmallow Fireside or like a fire roasted marshmallow, because Harry is really good about very luxurious fragrances, taking something and making it higher end, but slightly more affordable. He does have really good sales. And I really, if he would have had Marshmallow Woods come out this year, I would have bought a bunch of them, but he didn't. I got it as an as is and it was sold from last year. And so he didn't come out with it, but I just thought it was a really sophisticated take on a Marshmallow Fireside, because you get more of the woodsy component, the crackling fire, you get the cedar, the frankincense, the leather, and it's rounded out by that vanilla. It's not like, oh, we're getting sweet, toasty, roasty marshmallow. I don't know. I just feel like it's more sophisticated. So that's what Ski Lodge does for me. And Ski is capitalized on the label, and that's because the company that I work for is Southwest Kidney Institute, and it's basically abbreviated. Everybody calls it Ski Vascular. And so I wanted to look, I'm a ride or die Southwest Kidney Institute fan. That is my home. That's where I work, in their surgery center doing sedation nursing. I scrub nurse there. And so I wanted to do something like a play on words that had to do with like winter. So skiing, the lodge, You have lodges at ski resorts, and also kind of a play on words to kind of, you know, dedicate something to them because I love that company so much. Everyone knows that I'm like a total fan of that company. I love what they do. I love what they stand for. So I'm glad to be a part of the family. So Ski Lodge is kind of in honor of them, but is inspired winter scent, if that makes any sense. Ooh, this one I'm really excited for. This is Baked Apples and Cognac. So I got a whiff of an Angel Share dupe from Beth from Lavender and Speckles and her Sophisticated. And I really wanted to make a blend out of that fragrance. That fragrance is top notch. Whoever created that, obviously, I think it's Killian, I don't know. But whoever the perfumer is that made that, it is such a wonderful fragrance that is all year round. You can wear it, you can smell it in home fragrance, you can bathe in it, you can lotion it. It is short from edible, and I wanted to do a take on that. So my Baked Apples and Cognac is cognac, cinnamon, hazelnut, vanilla, praline, oak wood, apples, ginger, nutmeg, and subtle woods. And it's good, and it is good. Oh, I love this. So you get like a baked apple and cinnamon type fragrance mixed with that like angel share type. It makes it totally holiday. So the baked apples and cinnamon, it's not super apple forward, it's not super cinnamon forward, but it's present. But mixed with that the cognac, the hazelnut, the pralines, the vanilla, the cinnamon. Oh, it's so good, you guys. The ginger and the nutmeg, and then you get that woods. That woods, I think, comes from the Angel Share type. I wanted to take some of the spices that we would see during the holidays and bring it to life with that because I thought that it was really great. And it's gorgeous, you guys. It's beautiful. It's almost edible. Perfect for the holiday season. I can't wait to make this for one that I could wear during the holiday season. Just gorgeous. My family loves that one. So that's going to be a huge hit. Baked apples and cognac. Next up, we have My Virtues. This is one that I came up with as well. And that's black amber, plum, cassis, vanilla musk, and palo santo. And this one's like, I like this one too because it's like plum and woods forward. So you get the palo, the plum, the creme de cassis, the amber, the saffron. The musk. This is gorgeous. So this is more of a woodsy, where my vanilla woods is very vanilla forward, amber forward, and then you've got that creamy woods in it, where this one is got the Palo Santo, the woodsiness, then you have plum, your black amber, the cassis, and the vanilla and the musk. I hope you guys can hear me. I was covering up my face, but oh, so beautiful, beautiful. Definitely body care type, perfume dupe type. It's not specifically a dupe on a perfume, but it just gives like fall and winter vibes and a sophistication that you can wear. So this one sold out already. It was one that I offered. Next up is Tea Party. The Tea Party, sugar, almond, black tea, lavender, maple, and orange pill. So I wanted to do something a little gourmandy during this one. And this is really good. So I definitely get the almond, and the almond is more, it's not almond extract, it's kind of nutty. So I'm getting something sweet. I'm getting a little bit of brightness from the orange peel. The maple is added like as like a sweetness. It's not like heavy maple. This one's just a really blended tea, almond. It's like you're sitting at a like a little tea party. We have somewhere in Phoenix that does these like afternoon tea, and you get like the little bite size, you get the macarons, little bite size finger sandwiches, and you get almond desserts. And so I feel like I'm sitting there, I've got my black tea, and there's like a lavender cream, like croissant, almond, like some type of pastry that I'm eating. And you get a little bit of the brightness, and I think the orange peel with, it's literally the orange peel with a little bit of the maple that sweetens it up a little bit. So it's not like just zest. Does that make any sense? It's not bitter, it's not aggressive. Wow, this is a really yummy, bright afternoon tea type fragrance with a little bit of that decadence with the pastries, and you feel just kind of like you're at a fancy tea party. Next up, the color of this one got so jacked when I was making it. When I make in really small batches, it's really hard to gauge, and I did really well on all of them except for this one. Just, I think I added like an extra, I don't know, I think I added too much of both green and blue, and so it came out kind of funky, but the smell is divine. This is vanilla, warm vanilla embers, and the scent notes for warm vanilla embers is amaretto, jasmine, smoke, musk, praline, and vanilla and amber. So amaretto, jasmine, smoke, musk, praline, vanilla, and amber. Oh, this is just a really like sophisticated, smoldering vanilla bean type fragrance. Oh yeah, so the amaretto, don't let that scare you. It's not coming off as like almond extract or anything like that. The jasmine's definitely in the background. It gives it like a pretty floral take. It just kind of like adds, makes it so the smoke is not aggressive, because this is a smoke forward fragrance. But the praline, the vanilla, the amber makes it more body care or like perfume. So it's definitely more perfumed. Smoke, the praline. The praline's the vanilla, and the amber and amaretto is divine in this fragrance. I keep wanting to come back to this one. This has like a masculine feel to it to me as well. But when you smell it, it's just right out the gate. The name wasn't hard to come up with, warm vanilla embers. That's what it smells like. It's warm vanilla embers, but there's an amber and praline fragrance to it because it kind of sweetens it up. But yeah, so this is one of my new favorite vanillas. My goal is to find vanillas. This is a stronger vanilla fragrance, as in it's only been poured for a little while and it is really strong on cold. So I think this is going to throw really well. It is my life's work to find vanilla that is going to work, and sometimes we just have to have patience with vanilla to come out, but some of them are light, some of them are coming out just like strong. So I'm excited about that warm vanilla embers and hope that you guys try that one. And then along with the same lines, I have vanilla after dark. So beach after dark is my take on beach nights. It's not really it doesn't really smell that much like beach nights, but it is just my s'mores. It's got more of a s'more note to it, but it's got beechwood s'mores, salty sea air, fire roasted marshmallows, and then creamy vanilla. And that's my beach nights. And I have that mixed with the warm vanilla embers and made a scent. I've been taking my beach after dark and using it as like a blender. So I just released and sold out of Waffles After Dark, and that was a fall version of my Beach After Dark, where I took Beach After Dark and added pumpkin pecan waffles to it, and it was incredible. So I wanted to take warm vanilla embers and mix it with Beach After Dark, coming up with Vanilla After Dark. And my Beach After Dark is coming through, but it's doing something with the salty sea air, and the beechwood is adding, it just transformed this into a whole new fragrance from the warm vanilla embers. But you get the warm vanilla embers really adds, I think it's made this fragrance come out stronger, because sometimes my Beach After Dark takes a little bit to cure and to show itself in a fragrance. And I think that warm vanilla embers just brought it up, because this is not very old. I would give this one on cold right now, and it's only 48 hours. Man, I would give this like a 6 out of 10 on cold right now. I mean, it's starting to rip and roar. So Vanilla After Dark, you gotta try it. Next up is a perfume dupe that I did. I named it Only You, so can you guess which one it is? This is Iris Root, Pink Pepper, Ambret, and Musk. This is one of those types of fragrances that is pH balance, that is pheromone balance. Like you put it on your skin and it transforms. It's very beautiful, very light. It's just like skin. Like you smell it and it's just really enjoyable. You go to give somebody a hug and they just smell divine. It transforms when it's on someone's skin. So it's like your skin, but better, right? Yeah, so this is a really great perfume dupe that I've done. Only you. Try it out. It's divine. Next up, Sweet Temptation. Peppermint, vanilla buttercream, and gingerbread cookies. So I wanted to try gingerbread. I have a hard time mixing like gourmands. And I wanted to do a peppermint, but I'm still working with mint where I don't want it to just power through a blend. I want it to mix with the blend. So the peppermint, it's sweet peppermint with like the vanilla buttercream, really rounds that out and makes it really gorgeous. And then you have the gingerbread cookie that gives it a little bit of spice. Oh, you guys, it's so good. So the peppermint's there, but it's a sweet peppermint. One of those candy cane melts that melt in your mouth. Not necessarily the buttermint, but the one that looks like a candy cane that's soft and pillowy, with an added vanilla creaminess to it. And then you get the gingerbread cookie. So Sweet Temptation, try that out. That one's great. Next up is another dupe, Sunday Morning. This is Pear Accord, Ambret Seeds, Iris, Rose Petals, Orange Flower, Patchouli, White Woods, and Cream Musk. I'm just realizing that I really misspelled some of these. I took this off my post, and I really did. So Sunday Morning is a dupe, and it's really like when you're smelling it, you're waking up, you've got really fresh linen, you're in your PJs. I want to say it's kind of a gloomy, rainy morning. Maybe even a snowy morning, but I'm visualizing like wet, it's wet outside. And you've got really silky pajamas on. And you've got a bubble bath going. You're drawing a bubble bath with some really wonderful, like you've got one of those Lush bath bombs maybe. Yeah, this is gorgeous. So another perfume dupe, Sunday Morning. All right, Morning Roast. I'm so used to showing you guys, but there's really nothing to show you. There's no label. Morning Roast is roasted coffee bean, hazelnut, green cardamom, lemon zest, vetiver, and smoldering woods. I am on a hunt for a great coffee scent. I am obsessed with Bath & Body Works Pink Lavender and Espresso, the espresso that is within that. I am one of those people that loves a good coffee scent, but I don't want it to be cloyingly sweet, like Dolce de Leche or Caramel Frappuccino. And so I also didn't want it to be like the world's strongest coffee where you almost get the bitterness from it. And I feel like this is my coffee scent. So this is Morning Roast, roasted coffee bean, hazelnut, green cardamom, lemon zest, vetiver, smoldering woods. Yeah, this is a really sophisticated coffee blend that I love. And I'm super excited to share with you guys, any of you guys that like coffee. There's just more to it, and you got to try it. It's like, it's just not good enough for me to explain it. You got to try it, you know? All right, 3 more scents to go. Timeless Pomander. Timeless Pomander is sweet orange zest, honey infused with cinnamon, ginger, clove, fir, eucalyptus, and cedar. So I wanted to do something a little bit different than just like a holiday pomander or just like a pomegranate orange and clove scent. I really like when that is done well. I have a candle from LAFCO called Spiced Pomander, and I really enjoy the way that they did that. They have more of an orange note to it. I like that, but I wanted to add a little bit of like woodsy tree note to the fragrance. So I hope you like my take on it. So you get more of a wintry vibe. There's more of a tree. Yeah, and you get that clove and the orange really blended out, because there's something that throws me off when the clove is too strong or when the orange is too strong, or it's a certain type of orange that they use. Sometimes I think it's like a clementine and it's too much, too sharp. This one is blended really gorgeous. So you have a really great, you get a little bit of woodsy note, you get a little bit of minty note, you get the dry bark or tree note. It's like you've got the tree up and then you have like orange pomanders and clove just kind of like surrounding the tree, or like in a table right in front of the tree. So you're getting like the tree, and then you're getting there's a little bit of honey in here, but the honey is not too cloying and it's not too forward. But what that does is it tones the cinnamon down, because I think the spice gets too crazy in some of these like orange clove fragrances. And I recently just gave a bunch of that fragrance away to Melanie from Mr. Kong's mom, because I had a couple orange clove candles and some Scentsy bars that were, yeah, I can't do it. It was too much. So I really enjoy one of those fragrances, but I really wanted to do a take on it. So to me, this is kind of classy, so I named it Timeless Pomander. The last fragrance, we have one more fragrance, and this is Winter Solstice. Is pine spice, cold wet winter air, Douglas fir, cedarwood, clove, and patchouli. So this one was more of your cold wet winter air and your pine, and you get Douglas fir, because I only smell balsam a lot of the times. Yeah, this one's a lot more of your like outdoorsy, cold winter air. Different from Long Winter's Night. Long Winter's Night, this one's more pine. It's like you get that ozone, cold winter air and ozone type fresh scent. You get the Douglas fir, which does smell slightly different than our balsam. The cedarwood, the clove. The clove is giving it a little bit of spice here, but that patchouli is it's really bassy in this one. Yeah, it's just a great winter outdoorsy. So this isn't like Christmas, this is literally a winter fragrance. So if you're looking for some more winter outdoorsy fresh scents for your home, this is a great one. Yeah, that one smells good. I like the clove in it and the patchouli. Like I really love the patchouli with the winter air. Yeah, it smells great. So that's it, you guys. You may notice that there were two scents, being transparent, that I did not review for you guys that will be available. That's Crushed. Crushed is my candy cane, sugar cookie, creamy vanilla, Palo Santo, and flannel type fragrance. There was one of the oils that is coming in now. It was too small for me to blend. So I have smelled the blend. It's going to be amazing. This is 6 different oils that I'm using to create Crushed. And so that's going to be a really wonderful like candy cane lane, creamy candy cane with sugar cookies. That sugar cookie is going to be a lot more forward in it. And then you have the creamy vanilla, the Palo, the flannel. So that's gonna be a great winter blend as well. And the last one is Sweet and Creamy. This is creamy vanilla bean, caramel, coumarin, honey, and white musk. I have those coming in as well that will be here for the pre-order. They're actually gonna be here within the next 2 days. It was just too late. I need to get this video up because our pre-order is Thursday. So those oils are actually going to be in-house ready for us to go. So hopefully off the scent notes, you guys want to take a chance on it. If not, I will probably pour some extras just to offer when the pre-order is over, but I don't think you're going to want to miss out on it. These are 2 very sophisticated blends that in sampling smell incredible. So. And that's it, you guys. That's our Let's Talk About the Scents. This is kind of a longer video, but I wanted to just get you guys all the information in one place. We have a smaller scent list than we normally do because that's kind of where we're going to be going with pre-order style. And then hopefully we can just make favorites in smaller sizes and add to the site by early 2025. So let me know what your thoughts are down below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Give me a snowman emoji if you made it this far in the video. And show your girl some love. And again, our pre-order is going to start this Thursday, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 5 p.m. Mountain Time. And we are so excited to share our home fragrance with you. And we hope that you're just as excited for this pre-order. Hit the notification bell if you're interested in being notified anytime we post a video. And I just can't wait to hear what you guys' feedbacks are and for you guys to try this home fragrance. It's amazing. Take care, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.